Something is complex if we can't really follow it or say what's really happening, or that something generates, like something very simple generates emergence. I'm not sure it's the right word. The emergence, something, it's more than the sum of the parts. But if you can track a little part of it, but you can't see the whole thing at once and know what's happening.
Interconnection. Is anything not connected anymore? I think this is an over-biased word because we say interconnected as if it's something new. I like a lot Adam Greenfield when he speaks about what was there before? Before it was wayfinding. You go on Google, you need to go from here to there, and Google tells you the best, more efficient way to go from here to there. But actually you're losing a lot of stuff, okay? So what Adam Greenfield once said is, okay, we need to go from wayfinding to way showing. This is a beautiful example of what I personally mean by interconnection, because way showing in this case is to go from here to there, but not necessarily in the most efficient way, but in the most interesting way. And what is the most interesting way? Is the way that a person that lives somewhere in between here and there can tell you, because they know the place from 100 years, their family lived there, or examples like this. So everything has always been interconnected. Understanding interconnections is really interesting, and it's probably the most important value from now on. Understanding how to find interconnections, understanding how to leverage interconnections through media, through mobile phones, through wearable technologies. We have lots of chances to do that. So it's nothing new, it's always existed. It can have a really valuable boost in the present and future.
In terms of my artistic practice, and obviously it's a really important part of it, because it all depends on that, you know. As I said, I focus on observation a lot in my sort of the series of pieces I've been doing the past 5 years or so. So the process of observation is really the first step of the piece, and then eventually it is sort of kind of a distillation process of that observation down to an essence that becomes somehow representative of that initial observation, and perhaps can become also generic in a sense that sort of it relates to all of us, simply by the fact of us being perceptual beings that share these perceptual capacities.
No, I don't think the concept of interface is particularly useful. I think interface is just a means to an end. I think that the most exciting work, if you like, doesn't have an interface, or where the interface is invisible or natural or not possible to perceive it. So interface for me is a little bit of like a graphic design concept about how to put the buttons, where to put the buttons.